Welcome back everybody to another F1 24 driver career mode episode. Today heading off to the Australian Grand Prix. So yeah, need to keep moving forward in terms of our race performances. Hasn't been the greatest start to this season so far. So let's jump on into this race and see what we can do there. So jumping in here, let's look at specialists, get those assigned. Do that one. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. And do that one. There we go. Driver details. Need to get the rating to go up. That went down after last race. So let's see, what else can we do here? We've got some rivalries going on here, and we are currently losing that for let's take a look at the R&D. Probably not much we can do at the moment. Would like to get some front downforce in here, but we'll see here. Can still see that the signs completed that one before he left. Also need some weight reduction. That needs to be done majorly. So need to be looking at that as well. So let's advance here some time. Let's get some resources in here. And some more here.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without
We didn't
any
get
issues,
anything
so they'll be on the
in.
car,
So
ready for the next race weekend.
okay. Could be looking at that. I suppose I need to figure out what do I need here to unlock. Thing is, I can't see how to unlock this. So that makes it hard on what upgrades to go with. So we might just go with some weight reduction. Nope. Times already did that. Powertrain. Those are both expensive. And we're going to be that'd be tempting though, to come in right before China. So if I can get enough points, I'm not going to get enough points to do that. But yeah, we'll see what we can do here in the race. Let me jump into practice and qualifying, and we'll head off to the race.
You can hear the Australian fans roaring as they line the track here in Albert Park. Welcome to Melbourne, and the roar from the crowd can only mean one thing. It's race day. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 14 corners and 3.28 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles per hour. Close proximity of the barriers make accidents inevitable. Recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Benjamin, Gasly, Stroll, Albon, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Sainz, Joe, Ocon, Bottas, and Ollie Ben. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me for the first time this season here in the commentary box, Naomi Schiff. Hello, Gnomes. Now, sadly, things didn't work out for them last time. It was a bad race. Question is, though, Can they recover today?
It is true they had a really tough day in the office last time out, but they cannot dwell on that. It's so important to turn the page and start on a blank slate, because the more you dwell on that, the less it's going to push you in the right direction. So take some notes. Obviously, there's things to be learned, but move on.
So not quite as good of a qualifying position as I could have had. Went for a second lap in Q3. I was green on the Delta and spun on a curb. So we've got pace here. It's just going to be a matter of using it wisely and making the right moves. Going to go with one stop here. And long red light there. But we got a superb jump here. And able to make our way through the pack very nicely there. There's a ton of ERS here early. And let's just try to get, there we go, fourth. Hey, if that's where we end the race, I'd be happy with that. I just need a good, solid race here to really, I need some more confidence in this Ferrari. So we'll see what we can do here, using up all our ERS that we've got here. And we take a dive on Alonso. It works. And now we'll see what we can do for the remainder of our time here. Plenty of time left for me to mess all this up, so. But we've played the strategy game here before to get some points when we probably shouldn't have, so we'll see how all that works out. In fact, it came off, those points came from the man who is leading this race, Sir Lewis Hamilton, and we'll see what Australia has in store for us today. Obviously green through sector 1 on the second lap. I do have DRS here. We're fine up in front of us. We'll see if anything good comes out of this for us. Sure does. Got some ERS saved up here as well. Oh, that was really close. Verstappen to the lead. That Red Bull is still very, very fast for sure. So use all the resources. Nope, apparently I wasn't using the resources. Now we've used up some of those resources. Stay close. Down to second, down into that hairpin. And I'm sticking with these guys, so I think Australia just plays to my strengths quite a bit. So I can take a worse car and make it work here. And then yeah, we're showing a decent amount of pace here. We're sticking with the likes of Verstappen and Hamilton. So second gear went right around the outside of them. Gotta charge up the ERS for the next two straightaways. But it'll be very interesting to see how all this plays out. Use up the ERS now. So this is a long straightaway to try to defend down. Verstappen can do nothing at the moment. And I'm guessing this is where he launches his attack. It sure is. Dive there as well. Bump back down to third. And now we see what we can do. Need to charge up some of the ERS now. Back ourselves for the rest of this lap. Verstappen's mounting a charge here. We'll use up that ERS. Send it through these corners. Use up the rest of the ERS. Oh, and Verstappen. I think Verstappen with the lockup. That. Nope. I made a little mistake there. Can't quite put ourselves out of DRS range here. But we've got a good gap here. Going to save some DRS here now. This gap could, yeah, that little mistake could really help me get a better recharge on my ERS so I can defend better throughout the rest of the lap. So.
Okay, mate, your lap times are all over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this.
I feel like I have been running somewhat consistently, so I'm not sure what that's about. Okay. Gotta remember our deployment strategy on the ERS here. Don't quite remember what it was. But I know it works, whatever it is. If you're able to take advantage of it last time. Was it to... I forget where we were letting Hamilton by. I'd have to go back through and look. I didn't even think about it before the race. To go look and see what the best spot to do anything was, like we did last time. So right now, we're definitely not the fastest car on track, but we're managing pretty well. So I know I need to have a lot of ERS saved up for this here, so maybe, how was I doing that? That I remember now. I'll deploy it. We don't use hardly any ERS down the front straightaway. That's how I'm doing it. I can also use very little here and still be fine. I should be able to let Verstappen by here and reap some rewards here as well. Now with those little mistakes though, that's going to cost me big time. Shouldn't have let him by now. It's going to throw off the strategy, very much so. But we should be able to stick close enough. You gotta stick with them. Gotta stay within range here. We can do that, okay. Oh, it's... I'm still trying to remember exactly how we did this last season, because it worked phenomenally. Got him here. Forcing a bit wide there. trying to use as little ERS down this front straightaway as possible. A bit of contact there. Probably going to get a warning for that one. Really trying to get my ERS charge up. It's been difficult, but able to do it this lap. See, I can deploy here. And I had this coordinated swap with Hamilton somewhere. I'm not sure where it was though. Or did I build enough of a lead through here? Or was it all down the front straightaway that I did everything?
Keep on him, you might make a mistake.
That doesn't set me up great, I don't feel like. Maybe it does. I want to say we swapped on, like I was always able to overtake him on the back straightaway though. So maybe it is that coordinate spot on the front straightaway that I was able to get everything done. And I have the ERS charge. And I have this huge run. Maybe it was right there. And I have DRS here as well. Helps that they're battling back behind me. I don't remember how I did it. It's going to work for me here, but it's working so far, really. He's just a little bit ERS getting there.
Hit the target well there. Nice one. It's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 1.7 seconds.
We'll lock up from Hamilton there. We stay within range of Hamilton here. And that gives us, what that really does is it gives us
Let's use overtake and burn off
the DRS down this straightaway, because that detection point's right back there. So I feel like it's riskier on this time around, and maybe it's because I know we have bumped up the difficulty a little bit as well, but it seems like a riskier move to play this strategy this time around compared to last season. A little bit of a wiggle there. I don't know why. Employee here. Maybe I was able to just use a little bit there. That kept me close enough. Like, cover that off. Oh, car to our inside. Stay close enough to Hamilton here. Using up all that ERS. DRS now. And it just I don't know, somehow it works, as long as I'm able to cover everything off correctly. But we'll see. Tires actually feel really good here so far. I mean, they don't feel like great, but at the same time, this is the medium tire that we're talking about. It's not something that's been superb on this game at all. Like, it hasn't been a preferred tire. So, using some extra layer, help defend against Verstappen directly behind me. We're right on Hamilton. No need to use any ERS here. Really let that charge all the way up that time. Not use as much up this time. Save some of that for later. And try to use that to pull away. Oh, can I keep a... Nope, I wasn't quite far enough away. Now we've got to do it with Verstappen on us.
We're going to box this lap and push hard.
Okay, we can box this lap, that's fine. I actually do want Verstappen to get past me here. That's fine. Oh, little tap.
Okay, mate. Picking your moments to use ERS is important, so let's try and be as consistent as possible with it, please.
Alrighty, we can do that. Should be able to get a big overtake on Verstappen here. Flying on past them.
Box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
I think getting into pit road first is going to be very important here. Ahead of all the other drivers, we can kind of, if we really need to, hold everyone up getting in. And it's weird having that pit stall so early.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go.
That's
go.
a good.
That was
That's a good
fantastic
stop.
Faster than we were expecting.
That's a really good stop. We may be able to give ourselves a gap here. I can't tell yet.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Got a little bit of a gap over Verstappen at the moment. Not enough to really get away, but it may allow me to get away from some of these other drivers, though, too. Get away from the pack a little bit. Not using anything here. Now I will. Verstappen's catching up to us. He does have that DRS on the straight, and this one as well. Teammate is just now in the pits. Go. Verstappen's going to be able to fly by here. I need to save enough ERS to be safe. Whoa, she slows way up there. Was not expecting that. I feel like Verstappen's running some of this a bit weird. Though we are running a weird strategy as well. I don't feel like it's quite as weird as what Verstappen's running some of this. Use a deploy here, get a big run going. Using up all the ERS there. Get flying on past them. And just the ERS here. Saving up that ERS. There we go.
Good job. That was the
Fast lap of the race. I'm getting through the first corner really well compared to the AI. We've got a nice gap back to Alonso. As Verstappen and I are just kind of trading some DRS throughout the lap. Which is what kind of makes this whole strategy work. It doesn't really hinder either of us. We're just taking the points where we're the fastest
Great maneuver. You made it look so easy.
and using it to our advantage. So, the other thing that this way of doing thing allows me to do is it gives me the ability to have the lead coming across the start finish line. Because I can,
Okay,
what I can do
tire wear for now.
is I can just use up
Taking care of it.
all the ERS coming down this front straightaway here. Like I'm able to defend that front straightaway pretty well. So it's just a matter of letting Verstappen by through here. Oh, a little tap again. I drove in a bit too deep. I should not have done that. I don't think any wing damage. It's still just a bit risky there. So we could be looking at a win here if I play my cards right. So that's the goal with this whole thing, is that you get yourself in a really good position to finish the race. I'm just in a better position than last year with the strategy to be able to do that. So last year I was fine for 10th. This time it could be for the win, and maybe even alongside that,
Use your overtake button
a
before
fastest
starting to
lap.
utilize some of this energy. Come on.
So we got plenty of energy to use up here. I cut off there.
Great stuff. You hit that target. That sets us up nicely for the rest of this race.
Oh, Norris, you're not supposed to do that. Norris steals the fastest lap from us. Making sure to stay off Verstappen that time through. He's deploying through here, trying really hard to get away, but there's not enough time when I let him through for him to really get away. And then by that time we've got basically full ERS, and we're really able to run him down here. I actually got a lot of charge left here. And got past him early on that time around, so can actually use a little bit here as well. I want to. But yeah, basically with where I'm letting Verstappen by, I'm making it optimal because he's not really able to pull away from me and the spots I'm letting him by at. And then also, with where I'm letting them by, I'm able to get DRS when my DRS is at its peak. So Verstappen's not getting by me as quickly there anymore. I think he might be losing. I think he's constantly pushing so hard to try to get past us after we get back by him. That's actually toasting his tires a little bit. I could be wrong there, but I think that's what's happening here a little bit. Yeah, because we're just going to chill the rest of this thing. Everything seems to be playing out very well. And now that I remember what the strategy is, even if we were to get a safety car or something like that, it still works technically. It's just a matter of letting the correct amount of people by and making it work that way. So it doesn't really work. That's part of why I was struggling at the beginning. It's hard to let the right amount of people by. So he goes inside here, Verstappen goes around the outside. Everybody's happy. Verstappen gets back to the lead, which makes him happy.
Okay, mate, it's Verstappen ahead.
Oh yeah.
Up for too long, so let's try and get past as soon as possible and crack on.
We can do that. Outside this time.
Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job.
And Leclerc also having a great race today. We're both up multiple spots. I'm up 8 spots currently. Leclerc is currently up 3 spots. So, and really it was a fantastic way to start out the race as well. And then between Verstappen and Hamilton fighting over the lead at first, it just worked out perfectly so that I can be in a position to play the strategy. So I'm gonna get by us here. Perfect. We still gotta do this for 9 more laps, but it has worked well up to this point. I don't see a reason why it shouldn't work again, as long as we don't have a mechanical failure or something like that. I think if we were to have another DRS failure, that would certainly make it harder to work with. But I don't think it would be impossible. It would certainly make it a lot harder though. So I'd have to use up all the ERS to get past them each lap, and I'd have nothing to defend with on the front straightaway. So just keep rolling. And it's not like I'm out the lead if we get a warning on track limits or anything like that, because I don't think I've received any of those so far this race. So I kind of expect Verstappen to start pushing really hard here for a little bit as we near the end of the race. We're still pulling away from Alonso, but then again, I think if we can't harvest off Verstappen, we're definitely not. I don't think we're quite able to hang on to some of these spots. But the thing is, even if we do lose Verstappen for some reason, we can always pull this strategy off one of the other cars who we end up following around. We can just save the ERS for wherever and use it then. So it's a little late on the deploy. Made that a little bit sketchy, making sure we got through at the right time, but all good at the moment. Almost messed that up. Did not mean to turn on the ERS. Oh, and I almost spun it there. I wanted to use up quite a bit ERS on this straightaway at first. Pull a decent gap. I'll be alright though. Not in any danger or anything, just gotta use up a little bit more than I would have. Otherwise, she was pretty close. And it's not like it's terrible for me.
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. Okay, clear.
That's really not a great spot for Stroll to be stuck at, but tell you what though, our rating compared to him is going to go way up. Also, the championship stand-ins, I think that's still going on, so be very good there. Kind of a weird entry into this little section, but it works out just the same. It's starting to get very hot in here. Used up a lot of ERS there. Maybe I shouldn't have. I don't think it'll be a problem, but I think it's just less that I have to use on this front straightaway. There we go. We should be good here. Alonso just kind of holding steady back there with his gap. Not really gaining.
Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place.
Everybody's just kind of holding their gaps, not really gaining or anything like that. Oh, we're going to be so fast down here. We're going to be right on him before we even get to the deploy line. Look at that. Now it uses up most of what I've got. But it works super well, just like it has been, so I know it's kind of boring, but it helps when it works lap after lap after lap, so I'm going to keep doing it because it gives me the chance to win this thing, really. I don't know why I deployed ERS there. I just got too racy with them. No reason I should be deploying ERS there when I need to let them by through there. Oh, and the gravel. That's going to hurt me a little bit. We still got the DRS, but it's going to hurt this run up. May have to get him down the second straightaway instead of the first. Just kidding. Let's put him really close through here, though. He is trying to race me harder as we count down the laps. Leclerc and Norris still battling it out. Had to use up a lot of ERS there. I didn't really like it, but Verstappen's getting smarter with his deploy through here. Actually, I had to let up to let Verstappen by there. I almost get the feeling that he's kind of on to me, but oh well. I don't think he's going to be able to outsmart me in terms of just sticking behind me while I keep doing this, so. There we go. times of having to do that.
Great pass.
The other thing is with the double, it's a double detection zone, so it gives me the DRS for 2 straightaways, and that's, I think, really why it works so well, is because he's not able to just come back at me right away. He's got to wait all the way until this straightaway, in which case my ERS is charged back up enough to defend for here. I could defend for longer. I could defend for longer. Hamilton's making his way back up the field. That's kind of scary. But then I'm able to let him by there. I'm very much just letting him by there now. Gotta use some ERS there. You didn't get the best run through that little section. Going to really use up the battery here. I'll be alright though. But then I'm able to get such a huge run on him. We're going to go to the outside now. And then use it again, just save the ERS. Verstappen's going to use some of his ERS here. But you should know by now that doesn't work. Alonso is getting a little closer now. Stop putting up time against them. And then we just keep doing the same thing over again. So the AR just aren't quite smart enough to realize what I'm doing. Oh, I just lost it. And I just threw away the win by playing into the grass there. I want to settle for the podium, I think. He's going to be too far in front of me now. Alonso's going to have the DRS off of me. Even if I use all this up, there's no way I get back to him, right? Within that 1 second mark? I don't think so. It'll be close if I can, but I don't think I can. So he's going to use... we're going to go for it anyways. The worst thing that could happen is we fall back to third instead of second.
Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race.
Okay, we got to save here. Yeah, if I don't make that mistake, I've got the win sealed. And if I had flashbacks on, I'll use the flashback there, but I don't have flashbacks on at all, so. Yeah, Verstappen's going to be too far out in front for me to do anything. I maybe should have let Alonso by here, so I don't have that much ERS saved up, but I think it should be alright. Save it here. Going to have a run. Use a little bit. I'm just able to get through here so well. We're good on our fuel mix. Used it all up. Man, I really threw that one away. And we're going to have enough ERS to defend here. Still a podium, but oh, we could have been on top step so easily.
Top job, yes. I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but man,
So was I.
pulled through.
So
Thank
was I.
you. Well done.
Oh boy. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sweating from that, so. Man, it should have been ours. But again, that's my fault. I should have not pushed it so hard, especially knowing that Verstappen had to get back by anyways. I should have just let him by, but I didn't. Results are Verstappen, myself, Alonso, Russell, Leclerc, Perez, Norris, Piastri, Gasly, Magnussen, Sainz, Ocon, Behrman, Guan Yu, Bottas, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Albon, Hamilton. Hamilton must have DNF'd on the last lap, because he was coming back up through the field. Okie dokie then. And Lance Stroll finishes out the field. Let's move back to the main menu. I'm not sure what to really think of this one. It was, I threw it away. Just couldn't quite hang on there at the end. So yeah, let me bring it back to the main menu and we'll wrap it up. We win the championship rivalry. That's honestly quite impressive. I think we just need a few more points there over him, and it helped that he DNF'd there, but that's still going from the last season, but we get a lot of XP across the board from it. Pace is going to go up. Focus goes up a ton here as well. Gets me to an 81. Gains me almost an entire bar. I mean, we go up a rating, but helps us out a ton there. No change in the recognition. And in terms of the specialist, all those should go up as well. Sure do. Let's keep advancing here. Next race, we will be off to Suzuka for the Japanese Grand Prix. So yeah, good result that we desperately needed there. We'll check some things over. We beat, okay, and we need one more rating point to win. Stroll has gone way down, so that'll be nice there. We got race starts there as well. Let's go over to the R&D, pick out what we need to do here. We need to hit okay, Leclerc apparently hit the engine power, or was that RN? Anyways, we're going to hit the ERS system. That could very possibly, oh, I already can't put one in there. Okay. Where would this put us? Red Bull's got a major advantage here. We're going to hit the halo there, get ourselves up in that department, and that is super expensive. Not going to be able to do that. And we still need to make gains in the chassis department, so we'll hold for now. But in terms of standings, bump ourselves up into 8th. Currently 5th in the constructor standings, but hope you guys enjoyed this one. Yeah, it was fun right up until the end when I choked it away. So if we had won that race, we would have been up in 5th place in the standings. So just unfortunate there, but it's all good. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Yeah, and we'll see you in the next one.